you. Hey, everybody. I just want to say thank you to the Baylor Line Foundation. What your organization does in this country, just in the community, in the university, it has an impact that really carries ripples throughout the time, and it is vital with what you do, and we really appreciate y'all dedicating your time. There's not always any recompensation for what you do, but the intangible effect that you have on the youth of the nation and at this campus is really important. And I also wanted to thank Phil, my man, what you do and the little ways that you constantly reach out to people across the web of the university and its graduates. It is really awesome, and I really appreciate what you did for my family. Victory loves preparation. In order to create a high-quality product, you need to use high-quality tools. If you set a foundation for a man to go out and be something in his life, regardless of where he comes from, regardless of what resources he has to work with, and you set him up to do things that are greater than just himself, you will get that in return. And it doesn't matter where he comes from, and it doesn't matter what he looks like, and it doesn't matter what he knows. What matters is what he dreams of. And that is one of the awesome things that this university provides to its students, dreams, and a substance to do more with their lives. I have the privilege, and I use that word very, very exactly, because it is a privilege, of working, of learning from, of just talking to one of the most impactful people I've ever met in my entire life. And it is awesome. It's not just a job. It's not just a relationship. It's something that I can't define, something that I can't describe. It is something ethereal. It is something absolutely out of this world. And in my wildest dreams, I never knew that I could become a person that I am today. But I know that the upbringing that he gave me and the intense training that he put into my head in order to be something greater than myself is reflecting in the community that he lives in today. So I want to have this distinct privilege of inviting Mr. Ervin Randle up to the stage. This man took the community on his back, and he is taking them into the future.
Good evening, everybody. I arrived in Baylor University in 1981. I come from a sharecropper's home. I grew up in Central Texas, one of three boys. My mom raised me, my oldest brother, and my youngest brother. And my mom was a maid. And the first time I ever knew of Baylor University, saw it on the cover of a magazine, a bear drinking a Dr. Pepper and a sailor outfit. Who would know later on in life, I would end up going to school here, and that would be the stepping stone to put me on the path of life. In 1981, when I arrived here, I experienced something that I'd never seen before. I came on a visit to this school. And when I visited this school, the first thing someone did when I got here was hug me. I was not used to hugging someone that I didn't know. And when I came to this university, people gave me hugs that I didn't know. I was froze while they gave me a hug. But I realized that was the Baylor way. You love everybody. You give everybody your undying care. You consider the person you're meeting. You don't know where they're coming from, but you let them know you care, and you're glad to see them. And that is incredible. And when I came to Baylor, signed here, the guy that found me, he's sitting right there, Cotton Davis. He found me back in 1980 and told me how, if I went to Baylor University, it could change my life. See, where I come from, there was no hope. There was no future. You're living in a house that's got 3 rooms, no indoor plumbing, no indoor water, no AC. You have 3 lights in the whole house. So you have to learn to be tough. So when I came to Baylor University, it was an opportunity to play football and get an education. So I took full advantage of both. Because so much goes with an education, and so much goes with football. In football, I learned leadership. In the classroom, I learned other things that would educate me into being the businessman I am today. The university has done a lot for me. To this day, I live in Oklahoma, and it's tough because that's Sooner country. But when you love your university, it ain't hard. I think I'm the only one in my neighborhood that has a sick of bear sign in front. I want to thank you to the Baylor Line Foundation for this prestigious award. I want to say thank you to Field Orr and his brother Kurt, who's not here. It goes a long way back to Brooks Hall. You remember that? I want to say thank you to Baylor University for giving a poor country boy with no hopes, no dreams, a chance. And it changed my life. And I will be forever grateful. I'd like to say thank you to my wife. I call her a chief from time to time because everybody needs somebody to lead them when they can. I have my son, his wife Lindsay, I have Cameron, I have Benjamin, other son Perry's not here. But every day I try to be the example of the father I never had. And I try to be the example of what this university stands for. I try to create dreams in what we do in our community and what we do where we live. Is I try to give kids hope that don't have anything. I try to make their life like mine when I came to Baylor. I grabbed them and I said, hey, we're gonna go do this. They said, we can't do that, it costs too much money. I go, I'll pay for it. I go, let's get 10, let's get 20, let's get 30 of them. I said, the greatest thing I ever wanted for a Christmas present was a bicycle. We can afford one. Well, every Christmas, we try to buy about 300 to 400 bikes for every kid in the neighborhood. Because they need to know that there's somebody that cares for them, and that's what I learned from Baylor University. See, I didn't forget what it did for me. It was a stone that it gave me the first step, and I appreciate everything. And I want to say how thankful I am for this event tonight, and that God bless Baylor University, and God bless you. Thank you.